got a little ahead of myself there. I'm going to have those Eagles Steely Dan tickets for you if you're looking for those. A little closer to $450. They have announced their farewell tour. Eagles are going out one last time. It'll bring them to the Romo Fijo on October the 17th. Those tickets are not on sale until Friday. So 4 of you will get them before everybody else does. And then Friday morning, they'll go on sale at 10 a.m. I'll also have passes for you all week for the Cleveland Orchestra. This is right up Bill Squire's alley, as he is a patron of the arts for a long time.
Love it.
They're doing Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. So if you're a double nerd, it's going to be good news for you. They do that on the big screen. The Cleveland Orchestra performs the score live at Blossom.
They're doing Jurassic Park this past weekend.
Oh, you did really?
They did. I didn't get to go.
Oh.
I had things going on, and then like my only free night was Sunday night, and I just wasn't feeling very good.
I think that was the first one they did. They're doing Lord of the Rings. They're doing Disney's Sound of Music. This is Sound of Magic. Is that typo? Must be Sound of Music.
Unless it's like Fantasia, Sound of Magic.
Right, except that's called Fantasia, right?
No, but
maybe they can't use that name.
No,
because of Fantasia Barrino?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll double check, but I'm just reading it right now as written. So anyway, a 4-pack of tickets for Lord of the Rings out at Blossom at the Cleveland Orchestra, which is the last weekend of this month. It is the 28th, 29th, and 30th of this month. Why weren't you feeling well yesterday?
Just all weekend. I had just had something going on. I think I internalized a lot of my sadness and grief, and it manifests as diarrhea.
Oh yeah,
right?
You got the somber scoots.
Yes, sad squirts.
Yeah. All right. Well, sorry to hear that. Are you okay now?
Yeah, I'm much better now.
All right.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday was a little...
It's probably all the 4th of July food, dummy, and alcohol and stuff.
Is that true? Did you go ham, if you will, on the 4th of July?
I didn't really. It was more because the only night 4th of July I didn't drink much. I think I had like a couple of White Claws. And then Friday I went to a couple of White Claws at the Guardians game. I wasn't drinking that much and wasn't eating, like it was just, might have been something I ate, but I think it was a combination of that and
being sad.
The sad scoots.
Maybe that's what it was. Your body's like, we're crying out of one hole or another.
Yeah.
So you choose.
And there's other things. Oh, so this I didn't even talk about. Because I was stressed all week for that, and then also
with Pete.
My daughter with my Pete. With my Pete.
My Pete made me sad.
With daughter and my Pete.
My daughter was on Monday. I get a call from my ex-wife, and she had just sent me a location for my oldest daughter, and she calls me up and she's like, "Our daughter is at this location. There was a shooting there. I was on the phone with her, and then the phone went dead. You need to go there right now," because my ex-wife was in Kentucky, so she couldn't get there. And I was like, okay. So I run down to my car, and I'm like on my way, and then a minute.
Just quickly, she called your ex.
She was on the phone with my ex saying she just saw someone get shot.
Okay.
And then the phone went dead.
Oh, I see.
So
that's why she was freaking out.
That's why she was freaking out, because we thought that something happened.
Right.
Like she was getting shot at or got shot as well. So then I jump in the car and I'm heading down to Akron where she was, and I got another call and she said, "Oh, she's okay. The police are there." She's, but she did see a woman get shot right in front of her. The woman is in the parking lot. She was inside the store, and she was like walking out and just saw someone jump out of a car with an AR-15,
pop, pop, pop,
shoot this lady 6 times,
Goodness.
and then drive off.
An AR-15.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a
this is like a targeted hit.
Now you're leaving part out from what I heard.
What is that?
The lady was holding balloons.
Oh, she was. Yes, she was. Yeah.
So that to me is the sad. That's the postscript on that thing. The woman falls to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Those balloons all go into the air.
Yeah.
It's almost cinematic, and they drive off. I assume.
Yeah, it's
pretty
very
wild.
scary. Very, very sad situation, and I'm just,
But your daughter's okay.
my daughter's okay, but somebody else's daughter died, and that's very sad.
Yeah.
So between Pete and that, like, it was just kind of a tense week, and she's handling it okay, but it's also one of those things where I don't think she's gonna feel safe going out in public for a while.
Listen, you never forget your first time seeing someone get shot in front of you. And sometimes it happens when you're younger. Sometimes it happens when you're older. Sometimes it doesn't happen at all. But
I vote not at all. I don't want to see
What's that?
Right.
I said I vote not at all. I don't want to see that.
Well, nobody wants to see it, but depending on where you are,
Well,
the likelihood of you seeing it,
there's some people that
a
want
little
to see
higher.
that.
I don't think anybody wants to see
People
that.
go to
Anybody not in the game wants to see that.
whenever these videos go viral on Facebook or
That's
whatever,
different. That's morbid curiosity.
They look it up.
Nobody
and they
wants
watch
to,
it.
but nobody wants to be there when it's happening right in front of them because they don't know what's flying their way. So, yeah, nobody wants that. Watching, that's completely passive, right? Watching a video of it, that's human nature. That's morbid curiosity. The bullets aren't going to come out of your laptop.
I know, but it hurts the spirit all the same.
Well, yeah, none of it's good. I was reading about this dude, and you hear these kinds of stories all the time, but I was reading about this guy who had been a Taliban interpreter. One of these guys that worked for the U.S. Army was contracted by us, and, this was a real source of consternation for a long time after leaving Afghanistan and is getting these interpreters out of the country because they had put their own life at risk to assist the United States in trying to get their families out and whatever. And there was this guy who was an Afghan interpreter, young guy, 31. And he had worked with U.S. Special Forces, escapes the Taliban, gets out of Afghanistan, got shot and killed driving for Lyft
My goodness.
in D.C. 4 kids. Somebody found him dead in his car with a gunshot wound. He was working the extra late shift. He was trying to make money. And so now they have a GoFundMe for his widow. Imagine that. You're like in an insurgent-controlled part of the world, right? You're like, every day you could have been killed for assisting the American military, but you get out and you make to the United States, where, the motivations might be different, but everybody's still armed. So it's similar to the Taliban. Like a Mai Tai and a Pina Colada are similar.
Yeah, they both have guns.
It's similar to that. Well, somebody pointed out too, Mary, in the break, that those are both also tropical drinks, another way in which they are similar.
Ah, okay.
Now, I'm not going to belabor the point because I know I'm right.
Okay.
And there's no point in diving back into that.
You're right. You're 100%
I
right.
would rather give somebody $1,000.
That's a nice thing to do.
It's courtesy of the Buzzard bookie. Our fingerprints are nowhere on this money, by the way. It's free and clear,
Why don't you give them 1,000 pennies? It's still 1,000 units of a currency.
but that's not what this is.
Okay.
This is
It'd be
$1,000.
similar, though.
Well, it would be similar in 1 cent. And that it was
1,000
1,000 units of something.
Of currency.
This is
That's
dollars.
2 ways.
Way better than cents.
Currency and units.
There's simply no way to know what the giveaway would be if it was 1,000 cents. But this is $1,000. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Bills. That's bills. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Alan, I've been calling it Midtown for 40 years. You guys are all wrong. Yeah, I'm not well versed on the east side at all. Once you hit East 9th, right here, and you're fully on the east side, I get a little bit spun out. But people who are over there are like, it's been Midtown for 25 years. We call it that.
All right.
I'm like, all right.
I'm just not over there all
I don't
that
know.
often,
is
so I
that-
wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't use it that often.
that's different than University Circle.
yeah. I think
Okay.
so.
Midtown is closer to downtown, I would imagine.
Midtown's also a good pop punk band from the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, there you go. pretty soon, if all goes well, maybe it'll be immortalized at the Punk Rock Museum.
That'd be cool.
A lot of people asking me, because we were out there all last week, if we saw the Sphere. We did see the Sphere.
That thing is insane.
It is bananas.
I'm sure seeing it in person's even crazier.
Because it looks in the daytime, it looks ominous because it's a giant black sphere. This is like this $1 billion project, the biggest thing they've done in Vegas
like $3 billion
in a long time.
Actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Even better.
I'm jealous because when I was there, it was still under construction. But
I thought it still was. I think it technically still is, but they wanted to give people a little zhuzh for the 4th of July. We literally forgot about the 4th of July. We were having dinner at this tapas joint in the Aria Hotel. And, 7:30 dinner. And these dinners take a while. So we're walking back through the casino. We're going to take the tram back to our hotel. We're like, where are all these goddamn people? Because it wasn't nuts to butts like you think 4th of July week might be in Vegas. So anyway, all of these people are coming off at like 10:30 at night with their kids. And we were like, 4th of July. Because I think they were shooting fireworks off of the Caesars roof or something like that. But we saw, first they light this sphere up, like the American flag. Then they lit up like the moon. They're going through all these permutations. It is wild. A lot of people probably saw it on social media if you weren't there, but it's crazy. U2, I think, is going to do the inaugural concert there, but I can imagine they want to do all these massive productions and the money that they've poured into this, because obviously if you're going to, at this point, make a destination in Las Vegas, for Christ's sake, you really have to go above and beyond. And I think the outside is all screens. The inside is all screens. So I could see that conceivably being very, discombobulating if you were seeing a show in there. I'm sure it's super cool, but I would also imagine, because of this massive sound system that's in there, and I don't know if they're going to have monster truck rallies in it, but
that'd be fun.
Pretty wild. $2 billion, 150,000 speakers inside for the theater, somebody said. Yeah, it's wild. It's very cool looking.
Imagine when you're driving down the road and you see it, and they could probably make it blend in with its background, and then make
going invisible mode,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden, bam! There's a spear.
Or there's a big spider or something there. Like they could make it it's a spear. You could do whatever you want with it, but you can make it 3D and make it like a spider is attacking, or Godzilla or something.
Yeah, I think the plan is they're going to do all kinds of wild stuff with it. But that was the first. I don't know if it is technically done. I got the impression that maybe it's not. They're ready to open the doors yet, but because I think that U2 show is going to happen this fall. Alan, I was literally just talking about this with my hairstylist. It opens on September 23rd. Okay.
So maybe the outside's just done so they can do those light shows and stuff.
Yep. I think they want to give people some stuff.
Imagine, this is where my mind goes, but just imagine the person working the computer for that sphere. I would not want the responsibility. Imagine if a nude pops up on there, you forgot to close a tab, and you just looking through I don't know.
Do you think it's hooked up to?
It might be.
Someone's personal laptop?
Yes. There's a lot of things that are just controlled by apps. It might just be on screen share. You don't know.
An app. Because he thinks that's how people can do it when they light up Terminal Tower. They're like, send us a text, we'll make it the color you want.
They do. It is controlled by an app.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But not everything's like that.
Isn't that insane, though? You can control all the lighting for a building just by a little thing on your phone, boop.
Yeah, they just fill it up full of Philips Hue bulbs, and then you're good to go. Charge people $50.
They bought $2 billion worth of Philips Hue balls. And they got this crazy amp.
There you go. Hey, Drunk Sue.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Sue, are you calling me from a well?
No, I just couldn't get it off the speaker. I don't know what
please
what
do.
I did.
This is a somewhat professional production here, Sue.
All right. Well, I just want to say a couple things. Can you hear me okay?
Are you still on speaker?
Oh.
What? Just do the reverse of what you did to turn it on.
I know, but that was a while ago.
Okay. So you said I'm going to take it off speaker. Did you just then actually get closer to the speaker?
She probably just got close to the phone.
Yeah, she's like, here I am. Can you hear me now? I'm on my speakerphone, but I don't know if you can hear where I'm. Hello? What? Say again.
get away from it.
Okay. What's up, Sue? How was your 4th of July?
It was good. We just stood outside on the porch and watched the fireworks on the neighbors.
Yup. I bet everybody was setting them off out there, right? And you could go 360 and somebody was,
yeah.
Yep.
It was like watching a tennis match.
Okay. So what's up?
Turn your head that way. I just wanted to say, for Stacy's husband, I'm very happy for him.
For who?
Stacy's husband, the lady that called it a little bit ago.
Leslie?
Stacy.
Okay. I can't. Thank you, Sue. I cannot hear what Sue is saying on her speakerphone between the bad connection and I think she means Leslie.
Yeah,
but-
she means
okay. Thank you, Sue. I'm glad everyone has their fingers intact out there in there in Canton. All right, I got to take a break here. If you want to send a text, 35192 to get me there. I will have those tickets for you to see Eagles in Steely Dan. They have set October 17th as their Cleveland stop on the farewell tour for the Eagles. It's a Tuesday night at the Romo Fijo. So if we can get to that show, I'll hook you up coming back.
It's the Alan Cox Show on